Power flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes.
Autobots!
Reap the whirlwind! One shall stand, one shall fall.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
mic,
hello.
mic check. Let us know, please, that you can hear everyone.
1 2 1 2 testing.
Yeah, we
Hopefully, everyone is fine and everyone can hear us. Like, yeah, we're just me running the show again because Dale is not around. So yeah, everything looks okay. Good. That's some of the stress going out from us. Hope everyone is doing okay. Welcome to another Transformers Healthcare stream.
Welcome everyone.
Yeah, the community manager is, I don't know, traveling somewhere. They're just like jet chatting around the world, not doing their work.
It's like the Taylor Swift of T-Rex. A private jet everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we start doing some hellos. Vivek, do you want to do?
Yes, I will start from Twitch. OK Gaming, hello, Cray Malian, the Thunderbot, Claw Gamer 97, Cuddy Fox, Darth Tyler 00, hello Earth Wars crew, they say. Hello back.
So from Facebook, it will be a quick one. It's me and Agustin Reyes Torres who sends us hearts. Thank you, Agustin.
All right, I'm from YouTube. Hey, Trax. Hi, JC Missy and Deadpool. And hey, Fresius. As well as hey, Denny Smoke. There's a lot. Hi, Burner and certainly hello, Soundwave.
Did Dale get taken away by the angry mob? Yeah, we sacrifice him for the algorithm.
And never.
Yeah, for a price, we can give you his actual address.
No, we shouldn't. A lot of people have his phone numbers, so if they need to get hold of them, they have that. Or on a beach. Okay, yeah, let's get into the stream. We're gonna be showing a lot of stuff today. We are gonna showing the new event. We're gonna talk about the new bots that's gonna be going out this weekend, Beachcomber and Deluge. We're gonna probably talk about other future content that's gonna come up probably in March and a bit later. And we're gonna do all that in the new UI. So yes, surprise.
Nice.
We're gonna spend a bit more time on the new UI work that should be releasing soon. So hopefully everything works because we're still testing that. But we're gonna jump in straight into the game. Cool. So Clash of Titans.
Yay. Clash of the Titans. We have seen this name before, but this time is some different Titans. It's the Ark, it's the Nemesis, and it's part of the story. That's why it has this name. You can play the story, see the follow-up of Simon Furman's story, but this time it's all about Beachcomber and Deluge, and you can see in this new, nice, clean screen the reward you can get. It's the kind of usual end of saga, so you can go up to 3.5 million to get your very own 5-star of these new bots. But in between and in the way to it, you will get tons of rewards, like ton of Spark, 3-star shards, 5-star shards. You get the 3-star also version of the bots. If you want to try them and play with them, you get the 4-star. And yeah, overall there are a lot of rewards, and even in the latest tiers, you have the total sparks, you have the total shards. These are fixed. They are 20, 20, 10, 10. G-metal cores. I mean, it's a lot of things you can fight for. And yeah, the big prize to be the first owner of the first star Beachcomber or Deluge bots, who you will meet today.
Where is the 4-star? What rank is it?
I
Yeah,
think
1,500,000 for the
Yeah.
4-star and 3,500,000 for the 5-star.
Yep.
Yeah, and since we are here, we should probably show the bots in the showroom,
Mhm.
All right.
and people can just
Can
keep.
you believe it's almost been 3 months since the last endurance? It has just been individual events after individual events.
Yeah.
You can see some of the new, more upscale art of the bots on the new UI. It was a bit painful to find all the art, like the assets, and upscale them. But yeah, it's we're a bit joking about this new UI. That's kind of like feels like it's a remaster of the game because everything looks so much better now. But yeah, let's see Beachcomber. Whoa. Is he meant to be called all the time?
So that's actually related to the G1.
Okay, so maybe I'll just do the
Got
4-star.
to
Yeah.
equip that. That was meant to be a surprise, but it's there now. So this is what Beachcomber looks like without the G1.
So some transformation. One of the fun favorites boss, I think, is one of the few boss that like people keep asking where is Beachcomber gonna come in the game. So yeah, finally he's coming to the game soon.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a nice backflip. The transform.
Yeah, nice transformation.
Yeah, but Beachcomber isn't coming alone. He's coming along with Deluge.
Right. And so Deluge too, before we start talking about abilities, though hopefully people have already seen some of the YouTubers who have done a stream about them, so they can have a detail about their ability and what they do. But of course, we're gonna talk all about that in the stream, and that's Deluge.
I'm actually surprised by the Deluge. I like it. It's chunkier than I thought, but it looks very, very, very transformery, classic.
Someone says Mirage wannabe.
Yeah, Mirage wannabe.
Yeah. You will never be him.
Yeah, that's Deluge. If hopefully someone is actually scanning the chats for any questions or anything.
Someone said spoiler is too big. I think we had a back and forth on the spoiler. Do you remember? Because it's the water pistol on Deluge, and we went back because it looked very funny in the initial renders, and then we made it look more like a spoiler, futuristic. And now it looks nice. Like you should have seen the first one. It was very funny looking.
Okay, so let's go back and talk about, I guess, what they do. Okay,
All right.
so the stats on the 4-star.
So this is 4-star. So essentially what?
5-star, yeah.
All right. So what Deluge and Beachcomber specialize in is support. So for those who know Beachcomber, he's not much of a fighter. He's more of a pacifist. So when he came to design it, a high damage bot was pretty much out of the question. So we went the route of making it, more orientated to like HP and surviving one, because if it's going to be support for the team, it needs to be there and stay there for quite a while. So from what we did for stats, we gave it some really high HP, some of the highest in the game. As well as and in turn gave it some of the lowest DPS in the game. And despite being a special bot, there was a back and forth in playtest of whether it should be warrior or special, and whether it's law or not, but we settled on special. But in regards to that, we did decide to give Beachcomber Deluge a shield to equip as well as companions. And I know usually shields are meant to be for warriors, but we decided to break the mold for this bot specifically, just so we can help it survive a lot more in the battle. So in regards to its ability, Beachcomber has Protector of the Lagoon and Deluge has Scientific Superiority. So The idea is that Beachcomber draws from the lagoon and its power, and through that it can essentially buff an ally, giving it the perks of being invisible for a certain period of time. And whilst it's invisible, it's able to hack defenses around it. So essentially, it's essentially a frequent pulse. So depending where you are, it can hack a constant area of defenses, or whilst it moves, it can be hacking defenses along the way. So hacking, it helps. So it pretty much prevents your enemies attacking you, but also helps them attack. Essentially turns them into allies. So that's pretty much the primary ability. So, and as you level up, the duration will level up. So it'll be hacked for longer. So it can be cast on any sort of abilities, and on defense, you can cast it on a ally defense also. So which makes it a pretty powerful outplay spot when you combine its HP as well as the ability that it can essentially cast a hack beacon onto any defense. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is that due to the lore around Deluge specifically, he has a little water pistol. So what we gave both Beachcomber and Deluge is a ability to be able to shoot a non-damaging water shot. So for those familiar with Ruination, the title ability, the water effect on there, it pretty much halves the defense of the enemy as well as halves their attack. So Beachcomber is able to do that, but the shot won't do any damage. On top of that, when it comes to support, we gave Beachcomber the ability to essentially cheer for the entire team. And through that, it will be able to buff the team's defenses by 20% for like 10 seconds. And this goes on in pretty frequent intervals. So the idea is that Beachcomber will always be supporting and buffing the allies. And this is further taken to more extremes with the G1. So with the G1, Beachcomber gets, as well as Beachcomber gain more health, as well as a constant reflection, hence why you got Golden Lagoon. It also has the ability to do another cheer, which increases the special ability damage by 20% for 13 seconds when maxed out. So essentially, not only would Beachcomber be a durable bot, it will also be a bot that will be able to support the team for a long, long time. And as far as the AB11 goes, essentially you're going to be adding a pretty powerful reflection onto Beachcomber. So it's going to be 80% for the duration of the ability for both Beachcomber and the Invisible Ally. So in playtest, there's been a lot of discussion of why would we put reflection on an Invisible Ally. And the reflection is meant to act as a backup for any sort of like counters to, invisibility itself. So going to a flare mine, you're now exposed, but you have reflection, so you can deal the damage back. And if you get hit by a straight AoE from like a mortar or something, you can always be dealing that damage back to that mortar. And with Beachcomber specifically, it's able to attract any nearby defenses once it uses that AB11. So everything will focus on, everything within a decent radius will focus on Beachcomber, in a sense, be able to protect your allies through that, because they will be focusing on the high HP bot, which can also do that damage back for the reflection.
Okay, there's some questions like if it's gonna stack with hotspot, the reflection. Do you know about that?
So the reflection really stack with hotspot because hotspot makes the bot invincible, and if it's invincible, it's not taking any damage.
Okay.
Any other questions out there? Let me just see if I can find any.
You're asking if it's gonna be good on defense outposts.
Shock towers are hackable.
It's going to be really good on defense.
There's a question like about what you can hack. I mean, the usual the usual rules apply. MDS cannot be hacked. Shock tower cannot be hacked. I mean, can be hacked if it doesn't have the Titan perk unlocked.
Yeah, and as far as the FD goes, as far as FD, it does counter reflection, A bot that can have constant reflection is gonna be pretty busted. I mean, there's a reason why I have the Golden Lagoon only for 24 hours, because constant reflection is pretty powerful. So for this version of Beachcomber, the reflection can be countered by FFD.
So about the chair, how does often does it trigger?
Hmm?
The chair that enhances the G1 core that enhances the special ability damage by 20%.
So it would trigger in a sense. So it will trigger in, like, consistent intervals. So it
What's
could
the
be case.
intervals?
So for the G1, it's for 12 seconds. So every 12 seconds, Beachcomber will just do a cheer, which will, if any allies, if itself or any allies are within the range, it will just do a cheer and boost their special ability damage. It's the same principle for the regular cheer, which boosts the defense, but that's going to be happening much quicker intervals of 10 seconds.
Okay. All right, is there any other questions before we go into battle?
I think about the outpost, the bot being good on defense, that was one of the points from playtesters, that this is something they would like to see on defense. They think it's a good defense bot. They've been asking for defense bots for quite a while now, players. And I think this bot fulfills that purpose.
I see tracks.
Is that the story? Oh no, story.
Hmm?
Are you doing the dialogues?
I was trying to get to the thing.
Let's do both of this. Let's just both of us take a character and we read it out in their voice.
We used to do that. We used to play the whole dialogue doing voices.
I don't even see the challenge battle, so I probably need to actually do a proper battle.
Oh.
So you can't see challenge battle? All right.
It's not there anymore. None of the news feeds are just gone.
All right, then I'll demo the challenge battle myself.
Nice.
Share my screen. Can everyone see everything fine?
Oh, 1 second.
Or not?
It's way too zoomed in.
We may want to make it full screen.
On my
yeah, you're gonna have to make yours zoom much bigger, full screen.
No. Is this better or not?
No, it's fine. I'll just demo it myself. Don't worry about it.
I'll stop sharing my screen. See, this is what happens when I'm around.
Where are you on QA, Johannes?
I'm content.
Content, and you don't see the challenge?
Anyway. All right. Anyway, it's nice to see the new UI. Why it didn't go into battle, so I'll just figure it out. Beachcomber with a G1, I guess. It's take a little bit easier battle, so I can not get pummeled.
Yeah. Have some melee bots in there so you can go in and.
I mean, the challenge battle has melee bots also. Wait, can you not see the challenge battle at all?
No, for some reason.
No, it's there, but must be on UI.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what's this new loading screen?
New stuff all the place. All right, so I guess he's a follow-up. We can probably try with Hotspot. This is going to be a really easy battle.
I would suggest, putting some melee bots up front, putting Beachcomber behind because he's very slow, so he won't rush in and just die because he does very less attack damage.
Okay. So he can make the bot invisible for 11 seconds to set. Every 2 seconds during this, enemies nearby the boss will be hacked for 11 seconds.
Oh, this is a nice base. This is gonna be slaughter.
So
he cannot tag himself, right?
So yeah, he can't tag himself. There needs to be an ally around.
Right.
Let's see
you
if
can
the
see.
hack works.
Yes, the hack is working on the cannons. one of the tactics I think is you
Yeah,
can
you
use a
see
warrior.
the hackings going on here.
You have a warrior, you put the lagoon on the warrior, you smash into a base, it hacks everything around it if the base is built like that. And okay, that's done.
So one thing to mention also is that you can essentially put the
What is
Lagoon
this?
effect onto any rushing bot. So once you put the Lagoon effect, you can use essentially the rush ability and start swimming through and hack everything within the path. If an interval of 2 seconds.
Maybe we'll go a little bit higher.
Yes, they're challenging, to be honest,
5 feet.
telling you to go tag a higher zone.
Yeah, much higher.
Nice.
All right, let's just go, everyone. I don't have a healer with this squad, so this is gonna be interesting. All right. You can see I just use his ability on Star Saber. Ah, he cannot attack. There's some animation problem with Star Saber, it feels.
Yep, it just hacked all those defenses.
Something we are going with Star Saber in that battle. I mean, this is kind of like the developer in progress, so that's a bit weird. But yeah, let's just do hotspot and use Blitzcomber's ability. So you can see he's hacking the defenses, he's hacking the bots.
You can also hack outpost bots if you time it right.
I mean, you can also hack them just by. I mean,
It
if you rush in and pop in an outpost bot, they'll get hacked.
Someone said it is hard to detect what is being hacked. I think that's just for the stream. There's a very apparent hack animation that goes on the defenses that you can see in the game when it hacks defenses.
Yeah. His feather is staying behind. Actually, is kind of like lost. The whole squad has gone the other way, so he's now a bit on the thing. But he's still surviving. Yeah, there's still a lot. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people were asking, can we have these numbers in the game? Like, we don't want them. This is kind of like a debug feature, and it kind of makes the game really hard to see what's happening. And I lost. But yeah, I mean, people could understand, I think, most of it. I'll see if the challenge battle is now available, but yeah.
Someone asked, does he have the highest health in the game? I think so, right?
Yeah, he does. He's
Okay.
dethroned
I
everyone.
can see it now. Right, challenge battle.
You can see a challenge battle, you said.
Yeah.
Now.
Don't do hard mode?
Don't
Guess
know which
not.
one it is.
This is easy. But okay.
Oh, maybe you should have done it, Jesse.
There is a hard one.
I
But yeah, I'm
appreciate
gonna
your
use the ability on Goldfire, and then all the defenses nearby him are losing target, and also and getting hacked. Okay, so he's moving around now the base, hacking everything. Well, the ability is used, so I don't have any more ability points. Maybe use a combiner. Whoops. Go. Can't type it. Okay. Weird.
Hacking is similar to Dirge Blade's
Okay.
AoE. I think yes. The answer to that is yes. Hacking is similar to Dirge Blade's.
They just play back.
Yeah, I think I had sound on. I just realized on the stream there is no in-game sound effects, so it's just us staring at a silent.
Yeah,
It's
Sounds-
I will turn it on, but then it will be just impossible to hear any of the
Does
thing
extend-
because we cannot reduce the volume of the sound.
You
Does
can
it-
tell we are
does
not professional streamers.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we need to pay more people to do it. But that was it.
Nice.
Yeah. So the challenge battle is now in game. So anyone that wants to try,
Yeah, hopefully
You
you
can
can
go
do
in
much better than me. There's also YouTubers that cover it a lot. It feels as bots is giving a lot to everyone. A lot of things going on around there. But yeah,
Yes.
that's Beachcomber and Deluge. So-
There's a question I see. Does it extend the duration of something that was hacked by Blaze Punch? Perspective.
No, I think if something is hacked, then it's probably not gonna hack over that. I assume it's probably just gonna keep. I think it's probably could refresh it, so you might extend if, for example, you have a couple of seconds of the previous hack, it might take over it. But yeah, the two effects are probably gonna clash, right? It's not gonna add something rehack.
Well, things if it's a different hack, it is possible. Yeah, actually, no. I'll think about it. It most likely you just won't refresh it. If anything, it will just you have to use it in-
The hack is a hack. It has one functionality. It doesn't change. There are other things that change with the hack, which is, for example, like Blades is gonna slow buildings down, or Perceptor is gonna increase the attack of the buildings. That's separate to the hack thing. So those effects are probably could be stacking, but the hack effects was the timing thing is probably gonna clash with the other thing, and it's a bit hard to know about which gonna win for the duration of it. It might be this is gonna take over as a newer one. If you were to say hit Blades after if you've hacked on that, maybe Blades is gonna take over. When it's things like that, it's like we're not really certain what's gonna happen. So it remains to be seen, I guess.
Actually, another thing I want to mention, just so it's on stream, regarding the water, what it does right now is it only halves the defensive and attack power of an enemy. It doesn't do any source loan or anything else. Just pin it.
Okay.
That's regarding the water, because there was a lot of confusion about that.
Right, I think that's a lot for Deluge and
Actually,
Beachcomber.
Yes, it's very dark in my room. I'm just going to switch on my camera quickly.
Okay. Shall we talk about other stuff? Is there any in general questions you guys want us
Yeah,
to
Should be better.
do?
there is someone in Facebook asking why we are still offering 3-star shards in events, where 4-star and 5-star are better, of course, and everything needs to have a scale. If we already switched off the 2-star. If we switch off the 3-star, at some point, players will only want the 5-star, and it cannot be, right? It has to be something gradual. And if you think about it, every time you get a 3-star duplicate, you get a 4-star shard. So it's a way of converting them inside the game. So yes, they are here to stay.
And also, I want to add, you're not the only one playing the game. There might be new players coming in, and for them, a 3-star, especially on the lower levels, it's important. And it's easier for us to put 3-star shards for on the lower levels, because targeting new players coming in, and a new 3-star for them is going to be important. Yeah, it would be amazing if we just give them 5 stars, but that's not how it works. They will eventually go 3 stars, 4 stars into 5 stars, but there is quite useful for them.
Yeah, and even if you are a veteran player, of course they are not so appealing for you, but they are useful in the way that they transform indirectly into all the resources. You get the power cores, you get 4-star shards. From these 4-star shards, you get 4-star duplicates. So at the end, it's a chain that brings you to the high level content.
And even for combiners, like combiners along with 3-star bots. So yes, you might not have a 4-star or a specific 4-star in order to do a combiner, but at least you'll be able to have the combiner with a 3-star. Now, if you're gonna have all the 4-star combiners, you might not need a combiner. Might be okay, but other players need a way to into the game. So cool. What is other questions?
Someone just asked when is Beachcomber coming out? It's coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's the difference.
So
This
show us your
weekend?
shirt, Dennis.
So
if
the
you wanna show
shirt.
that. Yeah.
Yes, nice. So
It was fun. Like I was just having a call with Hasbro like an hour ago. Just usually we just talk every now and then with the team in Hasbro, and they were just like again like oh that's an amazing set because we gave them some of those with Sendius, Malus and Magnus, and they just. And I was telling them like, are you just walking? You should be just wearing these shirts around your office so they can make a toy out of them.
Yeah, I've got to say, when's our toy coming out for Sentius? It's been a while. I think we've earned a toy.
We want that.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they said like we don't even go into their office, so it's like, damn it. But it's fine. It might happen. Who knows? Right. What else is there to talk about? There was a lot of stuff I guess we covered in the UI that we probably, I don't know if people didn't even notice, so I might just go through and cover some of this stuff and talk about the UI a little bit before we go back into content. So yeah, one of the things I don't know if some people noticed was the end of the battle sequence, when a lot of the complaints we have from players is how long it takes for the battle to finish and for you to go through the XP sequence. So I don't know if people actually noticed that is now there's a screen that you can actually skip most of the XP of all the bots. Ah, there it goes. So if I was to win this battle, hacks, no. We also have speed up this one, but this is not on this version I'm using. The destruction of the HQ and the buildings will take like 1/3 of the time it usually used to take, so it will be way much faster. And then when you go into the Troop XP, when the new UI, you can just straight away skip, and you have a summary screen, and you can be out without having to go through all the 8 bots. So that's more of the updates we have done. The other cool thing we've done is in the space bridge. You know how we use the crystals, and you have the 10 open 10 crystals, but sometimes you might have 7, and you will be kind of like, it takes so long to do up to 8 crystals. So now we have open up to 10, so you can open any of these crystals with like multiple openings, and then straight away you don't have to wait until you get 10 before you open something. We were trying to see like, can we do I don't know if it's gonna crash. Hopefully not. We were trying to see if you can open like more than 10, but unfortunately that was a little bit hard on the server. So maybe in the future we can do something like that. And yeah, those crystals have a problem. So let's go back.
So I don't have to hold until I have 10 to at an opening, right?
Yeah, it's because
any number.
Yeah, so you can open like 3, 4, 5 with the open up to 10. I got disconnected because of something. That's why that crashed. So I had lost connection. So
Okay.
I reloaded. I don't know if there's any other questions in the meantime. You can ask any, by the way, any questions about anything about the game, like a lot of the time.
I think one question. It's a good question. What can Beachcomber do for players who already have 50 5-star bots? People who are in higher leagues and they want to maximize event efficiency. And the answer to that is there's everyone has a set of bots they use for their wars, and it's hard to replace them without just power scaling the game. But with Beachcomber, it's a support bot, and just because it might not fit your playstyle, the way you play in these leagues, it's not really a thing that it might not fit someone else's playstyle. And when we do playtesting, we look at the surveys and we see, okay, it appeases someone, it doesn't appease someone else, and we take into account that feedback and the criticism. And if it's fine, we do those changes and improvements, which we have done. If you see the initial screenshots that we released for Beachcomber, we did still change some things in the last week because we felt like we have to. So if it doesn't fit your playstyle, that's just unfortunate, because not every bot can be something that it's universally loved. It's very hard to pull that off, and we try to pull that off. But just because, you know, you don't think it fits your team, maybe it does fit someone else. And maybe you can even try something new with Beachcomber, because what we are trying with these pots are we're trying new things. We have in mind, you know, okay, new defenses are going to come up this year, so we must prepare that beforehand. So even invisibility and hacking, it's something we want to explore more and see if we can, you know, change some of the meta and the way people play game. Maybe not for you in the higher leagues, but for the general audience.
There's a
Even in high
Can I-
leagues,
there's another
each
question,
one
like if
provides a-
we can sort characters in order of the star rating on the character screen, Spain searching through the bot selection, there is a filter on the top of the screen that allows you to sort them by anything you want. Like, you know, there's a lot of options: star rating, power, or like, you know, if people need to research, or class. So I think let me start back into the game. I mean, this is a bit different now, but the same functionality still exists currently in the game. So it allows you to do, yeah, star rating, name, class, need research, power, whatever you want. There's another question: if we ever look at suggestions in Discords, we do.
definitely do.
Marl and Dale just forward us, and sometimes we will try to, you know, answer some of them. I think it's yes, some of them are nice to do, and it would be nice if we can do them. Some of them we might have a reason why we can do them. We should definitely, you know, have another thing where they can give us a bunch of suggestions, and we can answer like, no, yes, this is a good idea. So this is something we could do. This is something we might not want to do, and probably explain the reason behind of that. But yeah, they for sure they are suggesting the suggestions to us. So
Question: when is the new UI coming?
So the new UI, we are on the final stage of bug fixing. I think we're gonna give it to the playtesters starting of next week, so we can get a little bit more people eyes on it, like, you know, different devices, different play styles. So it will allow us to get a bit more, like, you know, we have a team, of course, we have testers, but then they will just give us a lot more users. Then I think in the week. Probably at the end of the week, we can probably start releasing it to some of low number of players, and then just like scaling it up. So in 2 weeks time, probably more people are gonna have it. We do want to move slow because, I mean, this change has touched everything in the game, and no matter how much time we have spent, like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have missed something. So it would be the case we'll probably need to make some fixes. So we don't want straight away to push everyone straight away in. We're probably gonna take it more slow than usual, but hopefully in the next 2 weeks, a lot of people are gonna be, you know, having access to it, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Why is his head so big? Is that Beachcomber? I don't know. There's a question about when the Arc Nemesis is to be included into the shop. Do we have any
Nice.
timeline, Hyro?
So I was actually checking on that. We release out it mid-December. I think we said like around how many months? 6, but it's too much probably. So if we want to make it 3-4 months, it will be in a few weeks probably.
Okay, so I assume probably March, April, probably that's
Yeah,
when it's gonna be
mid-March.
coming in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you had the advantage of having it 3 months already. That's good.
It's a good question that just came in. When is phase 3 coming?
Right.
What is phase 3? I don't know. Can we talk about it a little bit more, Vivek?
Yes, we can. So we have 2 phases left for HQ18, which is phase 3 and phase 4. Both of them will come this year. So phase 3, we are looking for a March release date. What is phases, if someone doesn't know? So when you release a new HQ in Transformers, we do it in phases. So phase 1, you might get some new prime cores, some new defenses. Phase 2, some new updates. Then with phase 3, it's again a smaller update. We'll cover the three more prime cores, and we'll add some new levels to the defenses. We'll even introduce maybe just another defense that already exists. And then there's the big phase 4 that comes during the later part of the year. We're looking at maybe Q3, Q4. That phase 4 will have a completely new defense, and it will be even more focused on increasing the levels and then making sure that the game is still competitive and hard. With phase 3, right now, there's a tournament going along in the community. If you don't know about it, Dale is organizing this tournament for top players. Once that tournament is done, we will release phase 3. So from our end, I think most of the work is done. It's just a few assets that needs to be in. So expect a date of, I think, mid-March, March end, depending on whenever the tournament ends. We don't want to push phase 3 right in between when they're fighting these wars. What are we getting in this phase 3? I think it's the 3 different prime cores. We are getting the Alpha Trion prime core. We're getting the Onyx prime core. We're getting the Solus prime core. I think we'll first share these with the playtesters. So I'm not going to share any information about what these prime cores will do, but I expect them to be in a similar manner as before. So you take what we have with the prime cores, that the things they already do for the bots, and we kind of then rework them in a similar manner so that now they do the same thing for the building. So Onyx Prime, Alpha Trion, Solus Prime, then new levels for the, I think, Spider-Mine MDS, some harvesters and some storages. We are also looking at the battle boost. The battle boost, I think, haven't been looked in a while. So at top leagues, they're not very useful. So we are looking at releasing Mark 4s of these battle boosts and maybe a new battle boost as well. Then a couple of new power cores for defenses. We're looking at the missile launcher, what it does and how we can improve it. It has everyone uses the guided missiles power core right now. So we can see if we can add another choice that is as compelling as the guided missile power core. And then maybe something to do with elements, because people
Definitely
use a lot of elements. Maybe something that can counter elements in a certain way. So those are the things you are looking at when phase 3 releases. And it might be I don't know, for some people might be a bit underwhelming, but remember there's phase 4 also coming, which will have a completely new defense. I hope that
More
answers.
mines. People were asking more mines and everything.
Yes, we have some crazy ideas for mines. I think we want to do them in phase 4. Someone had an idea. I think you step on a mine, you get teleported back to Cybertron. You never see the bot again. But no, we are looking into mines, and there will be mines coming. Any hints on what that new defense will do? No. It's been brainstormed. We like the idea. But no, I'm not going to share anything right now.
Well, gotta wait and see.
Too early. We need to actually make it to see if actually we can actually do what we wanted to do, because I think it might be some new functionality. So yeah, we're trying to think like a little bit out of the box, I guess, on this one, or at least offer something unique and new. Try to give the game. There's other things we need to do, like the Titan tree has been sitting there for a while now. Like we want to expand that. Like we want to start adding some of the content on some of the other stuff that we know people have not been using for a while. And this is only on the content side. Like now the UI is finished, we can actually start working on the more important things, which people thinks is game modes and new features. So I did allude we're gonna be working on something big this year. Hopefully now that this is UI work is passed behind us, we will probably do a small release of something else, trying to improve the how people playing events and the time they have to dedicate on that. We'll do something about VIPs, and then we're probably gonna move to this new game mode that it's been like quite a long time coming. I think like we have not really added something unique or significant new to the game for quite some time, and a lot of people have a right to say that we haven't done that. And now we have a bigger team, a more rounded team, and we have a really exciting idea that we're gonna be working on. We hope you guys are gonna enjoy that. When we can share more, we'll share more. But yes, it's gonna be a lot of work and things gonna be happening this year. That's gonna be really, I think, interesting for everyone.
Just
Nice.
to be clear, it's gonna be a big thing.
Cool.
Yeah, hype it up. Hype it up even more.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hype him up.
Right.
Uh,
So I think we should also we have a new G1 bots that's coming in. We can probably announce the bots.
Yeah, I can. So yeah, the cores themselves are being worked on, but the bots are coming. They're Rust Dust. It's going to be Grapple, and it's going to be. Look, let me just find. I think
Okay, I can do some questions until you find the list, and I'll come back to it. A lot of people say like they rather go back and fix bugs that plug the bots of the game. Like if you have bot bugs that affect bots, tailor to the community. Like, we have a list where apparently this will be taking us. A lot of people have assumptions that we know everything about the game or all the issues that are plugged. We have like a priority system where people will just used to be the community. This is what the community is about. This is an important bug, and we have two designers that can. It doesn't. Most of these bugs don't need like the tech team to actually do anything. It's a lot of these are down to design that we can fix it as long as we know about it. So if you have a problem with specific bot, just go in on Discord or set a ticket in the community, make a roll up of it so you can actually will reach about it and we'll fix it. Like there's 120 bots with how many combinations of different cores, and I'm sure there are bugs. Like we do care about bugs, but we don't know about all the bugs. And like just let us know and we will try to fix them as we did. Like there was a lot of important bugs we fixed, and there always gonna be bugs, but like let us know and we'll try to get fix them. And don't do it in the don't do it in the chat here, like no one is here watching it and we need to be actually focusing on that. But go into Discord, leave a ticket, make a noise out of it, and we'll try to fix all the bugs. I think we care as much as you do.
Also, just to add to that, I think we have been looking at a lot of bug tickets because Dale and Meryl have been on top of it. A lot of them are just things that are intended gameplay. So there may be some power core that's affecting your ability in a way that you don't really understand, but that's how it's intended. And it's even sometimes a surprise for us that, okay, this is how it was intended to work. So my first advice would be just post something in the Discord channel as a question that, is this how it's supposed to work? And you may probably get answers that, yes, this is how it's supposed to work. It's not a bug, before even, thinking that something is not working as we intended to.
There's another question. If we're gonna, there's like, yeah, okay. There's another question about combiners. If we're gonna, give some love to some of the other combiners, we did say that as we're gonna be releasing 5-star versions of them, as more of their full collection of 5-star bots are gonna be, getting completed, we are gonna probably rework on some of these combiners.
All right, so I was able to find the list. So let me just finish off what the G1s were going to be. So it's going to be for Rust Dust, Grapple, Sludge, Rook, and Sandstorm. Those are going to be the G1s that will be coming in the batch.
Right.
Nice.
Cool.
There's a question, actually interesting, with an UI. Do you need a better device to play the game?
Don't think so. I mean, I tested on the iPhone 6s that I have, and it was it's been a while, and it was working like quite well. I mean, we like usually we try to keep like an eye on some of the devices we use support. Like if you have an iPhone 6, I'm afraid it's not gonna work, or anything around the 1 GB of RAM. But even the original game had the problem. We don't think it's gonna create any issues, but of course, like we're gonna be monitoring the channels just in case this happen and see if we can make improvements. A lot of the work like in the tech we use, I think is gonna be a little bit better and maybe even drop the memory usage. As for the how it runs, I think like because we were designed for devices that were like 8 years old. I think if you have a device in the last 4 or 5 years, it should probably be more than enough. And of course, if you have a really high spec device from even 7 years ago, you shouldn't have any problem. Even on the 6S, we never really had a frame rate problem. It was more like, memory usage and other things.
Nice.
One big thing is 5-star ruination.
Yes. So that is definitely being worked on. Again, it's not ready to be talked about or shown, but I mean the functionality is still being tested. But hopefully soon, probably sometime mid or late next week, it will be ready for playtest, and we'll be able to show them what we've been making for 5-star ruination. It's taken a lot of thought considering how powerful ruination is, but I think we as a team have landed on something that is pretty compelling and can offer quite a lot, just even with everything ruination has already.
Okay. There's questions like about if we're gonna intend people to solo prime bases with Combiner. Like we've seen the reports, and there is a thing with ruination that is affecting the HQ, the tidal wave. It's an ability that enhances how much damage a building takes, and none of those abilities work on the HQ. So that is going to be patched next week. As for the rest of ruination, like, we don't want to make any changes. We will probably though think about the water elements going forwards, and see like offer counters through a power core. So there will be some changes on that. We've seen the thing about ruination. But that's a bug. Like, we've actually fixed multiple abilities where they affect the HQ in such manner that makes it more vulnerable and more damage specific. So that's gonna be patched next week. But as for the rest, I think we'd rather just give a power core to counter or something if you have a trouble with that ability or that combiner. Cool.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we will talk about we will look at its combiner in its turn when we know we're gonna be fixing them and improving them to 5 stars. So I know a lot of combiners need some love, and they will eventually get it for sure. Oh, Lucas here.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can
Surprise.
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did you break in the building? I thought you locked the door.
Oh, it's bright in here, isn't it? Look at this. I don't know what room I'm in. It's just blinding. Need to
It's
turn
Dave
the
from the
lights off.
green room.
Get in the green room.
Everyone was like, "Where's
right now,
Dale?
Dale.
Did you sacrifice him to the angry mobs?" And I was like,
To
"Yeah."
the green
Not-
room.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, we was just in a meeting, so that's why I'm late. But hello to everybody. I'm not in the chats just yet, but I did promise that I was going to do the Cybertron draw, just so people don't think that we're rigging it.
Okay, so you mean the Unicron door?
The Unicron draw.
Well,
yes,
someone
the
mentioned that before the stream, and I don't have no idea what.
So
what's
we've
this
got like a
about.
cowboy hat with names in it.
Okay, so people that don't know, we're running a special tournament in the Unicron League, which is the top league over Prime League. There's a number of alliances that are gonna take part, and this is a draw about who fights who in there, right, Dale?
Yes, that's correct. I think my headphone has just broke, but you can still hear me, right?
Yep.
You can still hear me. That's fine. Yes, so we're using a secret league in the war tournament. It's called Unicron. It's the best players in the game that's playing in this. You'll do all right in this league if you have some bots like, combiners like Ruination or, maybe Drift, maybe Beachcomber. Vivek's laughing because he knows that combiner is ruining this league.
We've already spoken about it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. People are quite clued in then about Ruination. But anyway, we're going to do the draw for the qualifiers. So as it's looking at the moment is we've got one qualifying round even. But I'm going to draw 2 teams who are going to play each other, and then those will play Prime. So Prime is in the next round and Scorch is in the next round as well. But I'm going to do the first qualifying game. So I'm going to do the draw right now. I'm going to pick 2 names from this hat. And I know loads of the leaders are like, please, don't make us match against your family and things like that. But the names are in the hat. I am picking them randomly. So you may match with your families in here. So I'm going to take a name. I'm not looking. I am literally not looking. So our first game is going to be Canada East. Can you see that? Canada East has been drawn. So I'm going to put you in the sheet. So Canada East, you are going to play in the Unicron tournament. And if you win this game, you will be playing Prime, by the way. So that is a big team that you're going to play against. Let's pick another name. Let's do a thingy. We have got Prime Nemesis. So whoever wins this game will play Prime, which is quite funny because Prime Nemesis is also part of Prime. So that is going to be a good battle in the Unicron tournament. So that is the qualifying round 1, Canada East versus Prime Nemesis. So let's do the next one.
We should have done like a chart with like, revealing the names on the board or something, how they just go into the...
Yeah, I should have.
Into that room.
You'll need to code that for me in game so we can do it in game. So the next name we've got is Scorched Earth. Well, Sector 7 Orched Earth, if you want to call it that way. These, I'm going to draw the next team that's going to play against, but this is rigged because they will actually play Scorched in the next round. So whoever wins this qualifying round will actually play Scorched. This is not rigged. I'm actually drawing these from the name. So let me get another team. Oh my God. I bet it's going to be something.
Probably the third person camera, you picking the stuff from the hats in order to believe you there.
Yeah. Well, no, the hat's here. Can you see the hat? What the name's in? It's Horde. So Horde. DJDE is going to play against Scorched Earth, and whoever wins that game will play Scorched. So that is the qualifying round for the first bit. So I've just got 4 more teams to draw now, and then qualifying games will start after the endurance, and it's up to the leaders when they're done. Let's draw a name. The next name is New Autobot City. I'm going to play against, let's see. Sorry, we're nearly at the end of the stream. Is G1 Asylum, which is pretty interesting. So NAC is against G1 Asylum. If they win, they will play Horde, which is pretty cool. And then the last 2 names that we've got in here are G1 Sharp Spark X is going to go against, should be Dragon Warfare if I haven't rigged it. There we go. Dragon Warfare. There we go. So those 2 teams will play each other, and then they will be playing G1 Silent. Oh my God, another G1 team. They're all playing each other. So, yes, so we've got Canada East against Prime Nemesis. We've got Scorched Earth against Horde, DJDE, and we've got NAC against G1 Asylum, and G1 Sharp Spark against Dragon Warfare. So those games will be starting next week. Pretty interesting. That is the Unicron draw. And I can wear the hat. Because there's no more names in it.
Did someone keep track of all of that?
Well, we're gonna put it in Discord, I think.
Yes, we are going to put it in Discord. We're going to tell the leaders, but the draw has been done. It was completely random. Promise you it was random. It's from the hat. So those games will start next week. So there we go. The tournament is on, and the winner, as Yanis did say, and Hyro doesn't know about this yet, so he's probably going to be like, what? Yanis allowed the winners to win 1 million Spark.
That's okay.
Combine a Spark. So there's a big prize on the table for this tournament.
Each member of the winning alliance, is going to get 1 million Spark.
Yes, 1 million.
I'll say pounds, like 1 million pounds. Like, where's that? Where are you getting that from?
Oh yeah, that reminds me, like, part of the new updates, like we are also gonna we're gonna have the tech finally to reduce the amount of Spark that you use in Alliance projects. Unfortunately, yeah, we needed the new client and the new server in order to be able to do that. So that's gonna come in the coming weeks too. So we can hopefully finally reduce the amount of Spark you need to spend to upgrade those projects. So you won't need as much Spark, but you're getting 1 million Spark. So there you go.
Nice. I'm very excited about this. This will be my first tournament that I'll watch live.
Cool. All right. I think that's all the time we had. Thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you participate in the event this week. Get like Bitchcomber and Deluxe. That looks like a really strong bots. And yeah, like next week we're gonna have more exciting stuff with a new tournament. Gonna start rolling the new UI. Some people might see it coming in a couple of weeks. And as you said, phase 3 is on the horizon, coming up to probably, I don't know, before maybe the next stream we're gonna have. So lots of content coming in the game. Stay tuned in Discord and our news feeds in order to be on top of that. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you soon.
Cool. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ciao.